So back on this canyon, I was out yesterday. This is the Spectral mullet, and I've got a lighter spring. I've got the 350 spring now, and I just cannot get this rear end compliant. To me, it feels exactly the same as my Marzocchi bomber before I got the high speed compression or the compression tune lightened. It feels like I need to take 2 or 3 clicks of high speed compression off to get it to use the travel, and then I can dial in some low speed to control the use of the travel and keep the bike efficient, fast and compliant. At the moment, I can have it fast on smooth trails, super fast on smooth trails, but I can't find any compliance. It's just not there. So I've taken the last token out of the fork, so it's in no token now in this 160 Fox 36. I'm at 80 psi or 80 psi. 2 clicks of high speed compression to keep it strong. So 18% sag at the front. Rear end sitting at a nice ride height now. I'm not getting pedal strike, so it's not too low. It's in a good cornering position, but I could do with more low speed compression, but I just can't dial it on because it's so rough. So yeah, 2 clicks of low speed now at the back. Like I said, the bike itself, where the chainstay is killer. That short chainstay, long reach. The geo's perfect, or feels excellent. But I just cannot get this back end to calm down. I don't blow through it on landings. The fork actually feels quite good now with that token out. Definitely. It was way more able to absorb bumps and that small chatter. But yeah, this back end is just constantly giving me feedback. So it's almost definitely a matter of preset high speed compression. It's way too stout, way too stiff. Pick up all the small vibrations on the climb. It's just not compliant. I know high speed compression strengthens the whole stroke, but it's too strong. It's got to be relative. So if you got one of these bikes, definitely drop that. Give you a shock to a tuner, get him to drop the compression preset, and I can almost guarantee this thing will be so good. But without it, you can't get his back end across anything without holding on. Like coming into this, front end's just sublime, and the back end's just skipping off the stuff and making me really weight that back end. But this is about as good as it's been. This is by far the best this bike's felt, and I'm still just tiptoeing. Let's open that compression all the way. That was 2 clicks. I couldn't even shoot down here before because it was so choppy, front and rear. Now see, with that open, I've got not enough low speed, so I'm going like this. So let's go back 3 clicks. And it's more like bang, bang, just smacking you in the braking bumps. So it seems 2 clicks of low speed compression is all you can dial on before that high speed is just beating the crap out of you. And this 160 fork, after the spring was cleaned out, which to be honest it wasn't too bad, well, that was near bottom out, so probably need a little more air in it now. Well, that just then wasn't near bottom out, but the off the rock drop was probably left 10 mil in the tank. Usually I'd have 15 or so, maybe 20. So it's not terrible, but yeah, could go half a token or put the token in and soften it back up and deal with that lower initial sag ride height. But I do want this little bit of high speed compression in the fork, so with the token in it, I had to run the high speed compression open or drop it down a little too deep in the sag, a little too low in the front end. So feels quite good now. 4 or 5 clicks of low speed compression, 2 clicks of high. Maybe just another clicker low speed compression will control that front end more. But like I said, I didn't bottom it out. It doesn't feel like it's wallowing or lacking support at all. Maybe a little when you're heavy on the front, but not really. It's certainly more compliant and more controlled than it was. Absolutely. Watch this stick. Oh. And the minion on the edge at the back, I'm not sure if it's that good anymore. I think the aggressor hooks up better on the back end through that dusty loose stuff, for sure. Oh. So yeah, it's a tricky one. To get the best out of this bike, you have to lighten this compression tune. I'm sure of it now. I'm sure of it. Riding it yesterday, riding it today. Yeah, that's the only thing it's missing. Otherwise, this bike's sick. It's super stiff. I don't know if it's too stiff, but it feels really good outside of that rear shock. So I'd love to point and shoot, but just can't. Hey, bud.